Sorry.
No, you're good.
You can still talk. Hey,
Hello.
guys.
Hi,
You're
everyone.
talking
Still
about how we all
keeping
got screwed over so many times with everything. How many
Reminiscing
times have
and good
you all been screwed
memories.
over?
Taken advantage of by people you're
Hmm.
trying to help. They set you up.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
It
But
happens too much.
Yeah.
Bubba said he'll come on about 1:30-ish because he's got to go
Yeah.
to a food bank at 1:15 to help out with something. So he'll be popping
Alright.
on. But
Cool.
today I was trying to get to see the earthquakes. It would
Mhm.
not let me in. It says, uh-oh, bison. I'm like, what? And I looked at it and it says,
Bison?
get this one. Just like the bison being lost, so are you're the page that you were looking for. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
it was roasting you.
I'm like,
Yeah,
what
they
the heck?
Hmm.
Anyways,
it looks like there was a 6.3 in Chile.
that's
Oh
what it's
wow.
going to go
That's
to.
significant.
Quite a bit of them in California, of course.
Share.
I'm
There we
just
go.
zooming out. I'm zooming out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're zooming out. I'm zooming in. I'm looking at this one, 6.3 in Chile. You're right.
Hmm.
What about this one? This one's a 5.2 in Easter Island. I was
Mm.
I
surprised
love
about
Easter
that.
Island.
Easter Island never gets hit. This is the first time ever,
So I
ever.
want to point something out.
Mm.
Does everybody see in that in the middle of the ocean? There's a tiny little
Yeah.
dot right there. That's where
Hmm.
I was born and raised. So when I say that I'm
Oh
from a
really?
rock in the middle of the Pacific, I'm
You were
not
right.
kidding.
You are not
I'm
joking.
not joking at all.
What even? Oh, that's Hawaii. Yeah.
That is a. Mm-hmm.
And that's
See
Kilauea.
right here, and this is where.
And when I tell you that that trying to do any kind of end times temperature taking from Kilauea is useless because it is a
Yeah.
growing island. It is all there's always activity. There is actually where you see offshore, you see that dot there. Uh-oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Off the card. There's actually a new island forming off of this island, and I believe it is starting to break water already. It's been growing
There's
for a
another
while.
one
So
over here. You mean by this one? Them pointing
no,
to?
that one's
There's
dead.
a little one
That
right
those are
here.
dead. That's Ni'ihau. That is not. It is owned by the Robinson family. That is the last place on
Oh, I
Earth
see.
you will see 100% pure Hawaiians. That big one there is Oahu,
Oh,
or
wow.
Kauai. That's Oahu. And then there's Molokai. The small one is that's Oahu. This long one
Okay.
is Molokai. This little kidney
Okay.
shaped looking one is Lanai. And then next to that
Okay.
is Maui. And then
Okay.
off of Maui, you'll see a tiny little island right there. That is Koho'olave. That is a deserted island. There's nothing on it. They used to use it for uh, bombing, bomb practice in World War II.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can't go
Then
there
there's the
because
big
it's
Hawaii.
still, yeah,
Wait.
that's where I'm
So
from.
there are new islands forming? I thought the sea
Yeah.
level was rising and we were all gonna drown.
It
No,
depends.
there's been an island
Sometimes.
growing off of Hawaii for it is called Loihi, but they have since tried to change the name, but unfortunately the native Hawaiians which keep in mind they're not pure anymore, but all of the locals are like, no, you named it Loihi way back then, you can't go change it now. So you'll see, like, you might, if you look it up, you might see a different name, but everyone is still calling it Loihi. I don't know if they're going to change that,
Change.
but yes, another another island coming.
Hmm.
Of course,
Well,
we won't have time to grow, but that's fine with me.
Yeah.
okay. They just changed around. They updated it. So wherever Kermadec Islands is, just got a 4.7. Wow.
Wow. They
Okay.
the and I just seen it it just flashed that Repo Man just put in a new video.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's great news. I haven't, obviously he just did it, so I haven't had a chance to. He did it 6 minutes ago.
Oh, well, that would be
And
the reason why.
God, I love his thumbnails. It's some dude like, oh, there's a rapture happening behind, there's an explosion, and there's some dude riding a motorcycle. It's titled Iran's nuke test could be the 84-hour warning. So
Yeah.
that is actually something that I wanted to bring up because he theorizes that Jesus was in the grave for 84 hours. And it actually times out really well to almost several other things that have happened since then. If Israel's test like that, it matches. Like we're looking at today is the 13th, Friday, Friday the 13th.
Hmm.
But we have nothing to be
Oh.
scared of because we have Jesus. But
Amen.
Mhm.
so in 1 week, in 1 week is next week Saturday is the 21st, which is when uh brother the seals are going to open.
You're
So we
you're
already
cutting out.
know that there's usually
Oh, never mind.
a 3 day, 7 day warning.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. You were
Yeah.
breaking up for a minute there, and then it
So
went right back.
there's usually a
Is that someone in
sorry
the background?
there's usually a 3 to 7 day warning on things.
Right.
Mhm.
No,
That's weird. Someone's breaking
if
into
you look
the.
at the calendar right now, it looks
We
Go
got a
ahead.
delay too.
what?
Yeah, we have a delay. Actually, I hear somebody in one of our backgrounds. It can't be me. I don't know who it is. I'm trying
I mean,
to find something. I don't know why it's not doing that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so the 16th is Monday.
mhm.
17th is Tuesday. Now, if our calendars are correct, the Jewish will be on the 16th on Sunday, which is our Sunday is 15th, but into the 16th. And I'm leaving and I'm not setting dates, but maybe the 16th or 17th, we'll be going home because if we don't, the
Do you know why?
21st,
Right?
go ahead. That's what I
Do you know
want you to
why
know.
that's do you know why that's do you know why that's significant? Why I was bringing That's exactly why I was bringing it up. Because the
Mm,
17th is the first, Ruperman has theorized that the 17th is the
Mhm.
head of the year. So the 16th
Yeah.
is the last day of the year 5784, which we all have been saying this has to be the last year. So that falls exactly when it happens. And a lot of people have been having rapture dreams that it happens the night of Sunday going into Monday, which makes it the 16th.
right.
Hmm.
I think
Right.
we actually have, and if you time from today until the 16th, that is 84 hours.
Wow.
We might really be here.
You mean really going home?
I hope it does. I hope it does happen. I'm ready. Ain't nothing left for me here.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, no, everybody's also ready.
Me
I
too.
just
Mm.
There's
can't wait. And I've been getting messages from, we got to pray from Michael Skritz. I can never say his name right. He's been having a lot of problems. I mean, tons. He's like, and he called me and I was just about ready to come on. And I'm like, he started just talking to me about all this stuff. I'm like, sweetheart, I understand. Um, I know you're going through a lot. We all are. And he goes, yeah, it's just the enemy. It's just the enemy. I'm like, he's still writing me. I'm like, poor guy. I said, we will pray for you. When we're about ready to go off. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, we're talking about, I believe. Yeah. He's
Are you in
he
here, Michael?
I don't know. I saw
I
someone
think
show his name.
everybody is under.
Under a fire. Under fire.
Yeah,
We all
everybody.
are.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, we
So that
all are.
means we're going home
I've been,
because
there's a lot of people who
we're all
appear in the
under
chat.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all.
I'm praying
Name of the
Everybody's
so.
having
game.
heart
I'm
problems.
I'm definitely
Yes.
done with this world.
But let's get on to a lighter note. Shall we go on a lighter note just for a little bit?
Sure.
You're gonna think I'm nuts. I'm on my Facebook. I have friends who are nuts, completely, absolutely, 100% crazy. Okay, not crazy as in whoops, but crazy as in. Oh, let me show you my Facebook for a minute because my friends sent me a whole bunch of pictures. So this is my friend up in Michigan, I think, and he put the Noah's Ark and calls it Snow's
cool.
Ark.
Yeah.
Snow's Ark.
That's
I'm like,
very creative. Yeah.
where did you get that from? He goes, I have so much snow and ice up here and it's starting to melt. So I'm like, you are just so nuts. I swear, you're crazy. You're just loony. Then we have this. I want you all to see this. This is unique. I know we do animals tomorrow. We're doing lions and penguins. But today I found this out. And this is the only time you ever see them. These are cats that hide so well. Not even pumas or any other cat can find them. And they can survive and they give off vocalizations of a house cat, but 14 of them. Greetings of whistles, warnings, hissings, and stuff like that. And I'm like, there is no cat like this ever. This is the first time I've ever seen this type of cat. It's
What is
a
it
unique
called?
cat. It's a puma kitten. That's what they're called. They're
Oh, it's adorable.
Does it evolve to look like a puma?
yeah. See, the only field that mimics a larger predator's baby to survive. They make the sounds of baby pumas. Let me see. They're called
Jaguaruni?
Yep, Jaguaruni. They're like a jaguar and a puma mixed.
Yeah.
And
Huh.
this
Never heard of
friend
it.
of mine gave me all this type of stuff.
Adorable.
So that's one. Now, remember yesterday I did crocodiles? We'll get to that in a minute. This is Noah's Ark. This is what they're figuring out that Noah's
Yes,
Ark.
and I do want you to know, by the way, Barbara, I do want you to know, by the way, I have not stopped thinking now
about crocodiles.
about alligators, crocodiles in the
Oh.
trees. And when I took the dog out to go to the bathroom, yes, I refuse to go next to the trees now. Thank you very much.
Scott doesn't know about that. The crocodiles. Here, let me go down. I'll show you what she's talking about. Let me see if I got it. I've got it here. Because I was like,
I was praying to God, please don't let this be real.
That's an African
Like, come on, like now
crocodile.
you have to worry about them near the water. Now I have to worry about them jumping on my head.
Yeah, they climb lower trees to ambush their prey. So now, on top of all that, we're going to have some fun with this one. Let me get up there. The next, let's do the Noah's Ark because the next one you're going to have my head for. But take a look at Noah's Ark, though. See how they have all the food supplies here and food supplies here. Then they have all the ramps going up. So they had all the food supplies here and the animals on the second shelf. And then the people on the third, the upper deck. So I thought that was, I thought it was kind of cool. All right, time to scare.
That's pretty
cool.
No,
not yet. These are the plagues. Remember these plagues because this is going to happen at the end. When we're gone. The water, the frogs, the lice. They will have lice and flies. Death of the livestock, boils and ulcers, hail, locusts, and darkness, and then the firstborn dead. Because I don't know about that part. But those are your 10 plagues. Now we'll get on to something that will make big. Oh no! Now listen, look at it. It says crocodiles deliver the strongest bite on earth, yet their jaws stay shut when a strip of tape it's wrapped around their mouth. Saltwater crocodiles crush bone with closing force, but almost none to open their mouths. Even immersed power has hinges to it. So, and then I got the Temple Mount. So this will be our last look. But this is the what the temple looks like. You got the holy of holies here, the holy place, and so on and so forth. So that was my adventure for that day today. All my friends love bringing my stuff. What the heck happened? Hold on. Okay. That's because I was playing with that thing. But I have friends all over the place. I'm like, oh, I'm doing Animal Saturday. What do? They send me animals. I'm like, you're freaking me out. With all these crocodiles. You're freaking me out now. I don't think I handle any more crocodiles on here. And
I want to see one climb a tree. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, they can. What it is when the branches are bent over the.
I don't think their arms are big enough.
It's not there. They have. They use their tails to swing back and forth to level themselves, so they can use their arms and legs to push themselves up. Creepy,
that's
isn't
terrifying.
It? But that's in Africa, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It's in Africa. It's not here.
I'm telling you. It was frightening to think about. Thank God I didn't dream about them.
You're not in Florida where the iguanas freeze and fall on your head.
Yeah, have to come up with a different strategy.
I want to know if it's really that they're freezing. I've seen a few iguanas. I've seen a few iguanas smoking a joint. I want to know if it's really because they freeze, if not because they're high. That we might have to investigate that.
No, it's true. It's true. If it's 32 degrees or less, they can't stand the cold, so they go whoop, and then they fall down on somebody's head. That's why a lot of times my son's like, if you come to Florida and it's cold, walk in the middle of the street. Like, why? And he's like, because the iguanas climb the trees, and when it gets to 32 degrees or colder, their bodies shut down. They fall on your head. I'm like, oh my. My friend had one fall on her head. She's like, those things are like getting hit with a hammer. I swear, those things are huge. Yeah. And she goes, luckily it was a baby. She goes, because if it was a heavier one, I'd be dead. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well. Hey Shane, how you doing?
So what's up, Shane?
We're waiting for Bubba to come in, wherever he is. He says I'll be there.
Shane in here?
No, Shane's in the chat. I'd invite him on, but
hey Shane.
He's probably busy with all his stuff. He's got so much stuff. But so
forwarded him. He's been having some extremely good topics lately on his show.
Yeah, I've been watching them.
Good.
If y'all haven't gone to Shane's channel, go to
the debate thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one with the
he's our black swan. The debate thing.
Yeah, that poor guy. He suffered.
The Catholic debate was pretty intense. Willie, oh God,
I told Derek
he had me so hot. He had me so riled up. It was not even funny.
Yeah.
He should have, but that was the thing though. This guy, Shane has, real intellectual thoughts about things. He has an amazing way to think about things and understand them. This guy was not interested in understanding anything.
No.
He just
wanted
He
wanted
doesn't want.
he just wanted to
Yeah.
be like
his,
a toddler who throws
it
cards
was
down and
his
go, boom,
chance.
I win, you know?
It was his
Well,
channel.
that's
And he thought he could just shut everybody down and say, no, you can't talk. And he kept turning everybody's mic down,
Mhm.
shutting their screens off so they couldn't come on. I thought, this
Which
guy,
was rude.
he needs to be exercised.
well, that's a guy that's somebody that's afraid of the truth.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line. I mean, he doesn't have the truth behind him, and that's the reason he has to
Exactly.
get so aggressive and
Exactly.
personally attacking somebody because he can't
He's a
stand on the truth.
narcissist.
And yeah, and he doesn't want the truth spoken either. So
Right.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
He's a narcissist.
he's going to be
No,
loud and he's
no,
going to
he did
play all
not.
the dirty
He
tricks.
and that is exactly what he did. What I noticed was if you saw anybody else that had jumped on Ty Skits jumped on, I was behind the scenes like messaging Steven like but please come help put this guy in his place because he was frustrating me so much so. Anybody who went up there and like when Steven went up there, I love the fact that Steven took the humble approach.
Yeah.
And just was like, I'm just a man here beating my breast, and all of a sudden, did you see that Willie did not know what to do with that, like it just shut him down. But every time he tried to talk to Shane, he kept saying Shane's name twice. He kept
Yeah.
telling him things like, you don't know what you're talking about, these are spoken word curses. And I thought it was very interesting that he would say his name twice. He would say Shane's name twice. He would, and everything about him was like to shut down his intelligent questions that he was coming back at him with.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating because nothing that Willie had said had anything to do with a rebuttal to what Shane was bringing up.
Mhm.
It was not a logical, like this was not about, hey, let's sincerely debate this. It was about just trying to make you can't win an argument, let's make the guy look bad, let's do things. But these little tricks that he was doing with the little word curses, they were frustrating me so much because it was completely aimed at Shane, and he kept doing it, but he was not doing it to anybody else. And he kept getting louder, and like that was supposed to be some kind of free for all, it was like it's supposed to solve everything, like it's supposed to prove his point. Even when Ty was on there, when Ty started making sense, he's the one everybody knows as Skits. When Ty was on there making sense, what did he do? He booted him off, and then he muted his mic, and then he kept turning down Shane's mic so that he could be louder. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
See,
It
that's
was
somebody that's afraid.
it was just a show.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Yeah.
He canceled it last minute.
Oh, he did?
I more so
because he's
worry
scared.
about his listeners.
He's totally scared.
Well, let me give you a little advice on this
I
one.
very much worry about them.
I heard that he has like over 30,000 people watching him. Now, let me give you a little advice that my pastor said. If somebody is listening to you and you're giving the wrong thing to these people, their blood is on your head, not on theirs, because you're teaching them the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And God's going to catch up and say, you're not mine. I don't know you. No, you dragged all these people with you, not telling them the truth, that I'm the way, the truth, and life. You just want to go for your stuff, and you're not welcomed here. So you can just take your sorry butt down to hell.
Yeah. Honestly, it's drama, right? Drama sells. And that's probably why he's got so many people watching him, because he tries to take down everybody he comes across. And he's mostly successful because he makes himself seem loud and obnoxious. And it's like it's a trap for your emotions. You get in there and you're like, okay, this guy's calling me stupid. I'm gonna go into this topic and make him feel stupid, when the better debate, in my opinion, is to rise above that level and call him out directly for his tactics, and show people, expose what he's doing. And it's like, I mean, he doesn't want the truth spoken, but I do think it warrants a warning, because I wouldn't want to be caught in that position, treating
Right.
people like that when Jesus comes back.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much he's getting off YouTube, but it can't be enough to make that worth it, because
Yeah.
you're going to have to answer for that, you know,
Right.
especially if you're misleading people too. And
Mhm.
I would almost say it's purposeful at this point, because if he's trying to shut out the truth, that's bad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always critiquing myself. You know, am I believing something that's not true,
Right.
or am I teaching something that maybe is not true? But this guy,
Always go to everybody should always go to the Bible first. If they're saying something and it sounds kind of suspicious or kind of funny, you go to the Bible and say, okay, where is this in the Word of God? I don't care what Word of
Yep.
God you're looking at, actually. You can look at the New King James, which is what Derek usually uses because it's easier to understand. But, you know, the King James version is what I read. And if you say to me, well, this is that. Okay, so where in the Bible is it? And if you can't give me a straight answer, then you're not learning from the Bible. You're learning from your own, you know, speculations.
Yeah, and
Thank
even
you.
reading the Bible, be careful, because people, if they don't have the interpretation of the Holy Spirit that wrote it, you can
Right.
twist Bible scripture and get the wrong meaning out of it. So,
Exactly.
I mean, when I was really getting into depth and the Lord called me into a deep knowledge, I wasn't reading the Bible. I was hearing directly from the Spirit. And then when I went back to the Bible several years later, I am shocked at how much I'm hearing that's straight out of the book, you know. And I think the Bible is supposed to be a tool to match up what you're hearing and make sure it aligns with the character of God and how God's uh, interacted with people in the past. It's to know God's heart. But I mean, it even says the Bible couldn't contain the whole of what Jesus
Absolutely.
taught and did.
Yeah.
So it's infinite.
Yeah. But anyway, I feel for Shane to having to go through all that mess. But
he is patient. He is really patient.
He is. He's very patient.
More patient than
I give him a lot of credit for putting up with that
He-
guy. I would shut that guy down so fast. Went onto YouTube and said, he called me this. Yeah. You want to play Switch? Okay, we'll play Switch. But you got to remember also, ladies and gentlemen, it's
Oh,
wax
absolutely.
cold. It's wax cold right now. Everybody's wax cold. There's no
Yeah.
love anymore. There's no kindness. There's no sweet, you know, a lot of people who are kind, it's mostly the Christians. Or, you know, it's just a lot of the kindness is gone. And everybody puts themselves ahead of everybody else. They don't,
Yep.
you know, put anyone else above them. I had this one guy, he was really nice. I was walking to the store. He deliberately stood there for the few minutes that I hobbled in with my cane, and he opened the door for me. And I'm like, thank you. The other guy slammed the door right in my face, knowing I had my cane. He goes, well, some people just don't know how to treat other people, and he doesn't deserve to be on this earth. And I'm like, whoop, I'm walking through the store and leave that.
That was a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
well,
telling you, it really got to my flesh when I first got in there, and luckily the other members of Shane's chat, you know, there's some of our people are in there, you know, our normals, but there were some new people that I met, and you know, they're really nice, and they were like, don't give this guy the time of day, and I was like, you guys are right. You're right. But I was so, because he brought my name up on the screen and like attacked something that I said, and I'm like, or said something like I was blasphemous, and that made me snap. I
Yeah.
was completely like, oh hell no, you are not saying that
And
about me.
that's-
And
that-
I had to, I did swear in there, and I had to, after the people in the chat were like, don't give him the time of day. I went back and I deleted, and I'm like, yeah, this is Shane's channel. As irritated as I am for Shane, I don't want this to become an issue, so I deleted it, and I'm like, okay, fine, but I'm still gonna call this guy out on everything I see. You know,
Yeah.
I noticed he had a lisp. I noticed what he was doing with his name. Like I noticed things, and I was just calling him out, and it. I know he didn't like it. I know
And
Willie did
Stephen
not
was
like it, but
driving him nuts because every
there
time the
wasn't
guy
much that
did
I could
this,
do from a
Stephen
chat
would
box.
do this. Stephen just
Yes.
kept copying. He says, I kept
Oh.
copying him until he stopped, and you notice how he would stop that.
Oh, he
thing
mirrored
that
him.
he-
That's
yeah.
yes. Because everything that Willie was doing was it's tactics. It's if you've ever
Yeah.
studied Tony Robbins, he talks about it. When you're if you're in a job interview, you mirror the interviewer's behavior because then they're like, oh,
Mhm.
there's something about this person that I like. So but it can work in reverse. But once Steven started doing that mirror back to him, it was like he didn't know what to do. It kind of threw him off. It didn't throw off his little tirades on things, but it definitely threw him off in what he was in the fact that he no longer had the control he thought. And I think that's why he was I think that's why he's running scared from Shane, because if he's any type of real debater, he's going to go do research, and he's going to go watch some of Shane's videos, which we all know how intelligent Shane is. We all know his capacity for understanding. I don't think this guy Willie understood how many times that Shane has not just read through the entire Bible, but has taught some of it. I mean, he has some extremely amazing points of view on the word. It's part of the reason why I started listening and watching Shane's videos in the first place. And I think
Yeah.
once, if he did go and do his research and actually learn this, I'm sure this guy's running scared now because Shane isn't just some YouTube personality putting on a show. He's got actual intelligence, and he's got actual, but he's actually read the word, not just once, not just casually, but he has seriously dug into it because he loves it and he loves Jesus. And it doesn't fit what this guy is doing. So I'm not surprised this guy is running scared. I actually think it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Tail between his legs.
I would
It
say
just made me really, really mad.
We need to identify these traps that are set before us, because the enemy is always, messing with us in some form or another, and we got to be careful because, well, he's trying to upset us. He's trying to get in our heads. He's trying to make us trip up and make a mistake. And so when I look at things today, these stupid little things people do, just to make me mad, it seems like, and it's like, is this something that I would be mad 5 years from now about? And if the answer is no, I try to just let it go there. And because he uses our emotions to try to get us riled up, and then we step into the trap. But and also it's the forgiveness thing too.
And that is exactly where I was.
Yeah, well, it's, we're supposed to forgive everybody their trespasses, and I'll be honest, there's some things that have happened in my life that I have a hard time letting go. I don't know how. And it's like I wish upon them an intervention, that God would get involved and bring them down, because they're not gonna grow in a good way if they are not, and they're gonna end up, going to hell. But but we really need to find that dividing line of, okay, what do I get upset at and what do I not? And it takes time, and the Lord works on us.
You know what really
Go on.
Absolutely. You know what hit me though while we were in that, there are parts of the word that a word of God that scare me, and the part that where Jesus said, "Depart from me, I never knew you." I was sitting there thinking, how on earth could Jesus say that if we're standing here saying that we love him in his name and we've done things for him in his name? How could he, say no? And it hit me while we were while that debate was going on, because it was like, yeah, this is what he's talking about.
Exactly.
It wasn't just oh, well, you could serve God and Jesus could turn his back on you. It's people like this where the debate mattered more. The church, because that's what Willie's argument was that the church mattered more. And, it doesn't. It absolutely does not. And
the enemy likes to push our
I guess it
buttons.
really shocked me that these are the people that they're talking about. Oh yeah. And that happened. I will freely admit.
The devil's a real manipulator. I can't even say the name, but he's out to get us. He's not out to get those who are on on his side, so to speak. He's out to get us who believe in Jesus Christ. He's afraid that once we start getting all these other people up and getting them riled up for Jesus Christ, he'll lose another one. And the reason why he wants to take people, all the other people, and get his mark on their hand is not because he wants you. It's because he wants to prove to God that I can get more people on my side than you can. Yeah. And I'm the better. He's just like that narcissist. Well, that's him.
Well, right, but he in the beginning of time, he was jealous of man because of what they meant to God. That's what started all of this, was his absolute jealousy. And then you need to think about the fact that Satan rebelled, right? He got some other angels up there riled up and joined his side. And what does God do? He says no and kicks them out of heaven. But what has he done with man? How many times have we sinned? How many times have we come into covenant with him and then broken it, and then reformed and broken it, and reformed and broken it? It is insane the amount of times we have turned our back on God and sinned. And really, by now, if you hold those two sides up, Satan turned his back on God once, and God said no more. But here it is with his people, his children, and he not only continues to forgive us, but he sent his son to die just so that we could come back home to him. Like that is so in Satan's point of view, why on earth is God doing all of this for this creation that he has created, but not him, the original creation? So I can see why Satan's pissed and why why they're angry, but that is why demons and the demonic hate us, because we are loved and forgiven by God and they are not. Right. And it blows my mind to think that God loves us that much. Yeah. He didn't just he kept trying with the Israelites. He kept trying to say, okay, well, let's do this so you stay righteous. Let's do that so you stay with me. Okay, I'm going to come live with you. So you're like, there are so many things that God did to keep us with him. And humankind, out of their stupidity, just kept saying, no, I think I want to do something else. And then it got to the point where he has to send his only son to come and make things right, and to make it so that there is no more problems. And so it is completely understandable that
is that yours?
That he's angry, but that is my girl. Somebody, I think something got delivered, and of course she's terribly offended that anybody ever came near her front door, which is, by the way, at the opposite end of the house. There is nobody bothering her, but she doesn't. I have a ringer so that if anybody climbs up my stairs, it dings dong. Oh, it looks like my son left, fun. So it ding dong, so and
you and
she heard it.
Have,
so she's extremely.
Steven's got chickens.
She's normally pretty quiet in things like. I love the chickens, though. I have to say, I love the chickens.
Joe
I
says
grew
my
up with
dog
them,
is barking at your dog.
My dog is barking. And you know what's funny, Joe? My dog barks at anybody else's. I have to start any meeting with, hey, I'm going to put myself on mute because I can't like, and I've started wearing headphones. It's part of the reason I have headphones, because if anybody else's animal barks, she will too. If we're watching a movie and there's a dog in the movie, she instantly goes crazy, and I have to tell her, stop,
Hmm.
it's just a TV doggy, it's not a real doggy, but she doesn't know, she just hears it and she goes crazy. So I have to like right now I have headphones on so she can't hear anything, but that's usually what happens. She will hear some other dog reply, and then it's like a fight. All right, I can't see you, but I know you're there somewhere, and I'm gonna argue. She's hysterical. I
Yeah.
love her. I think that the
Yeah.
Lord has literally let me testify to that. That when I had a blue nose pit bull who I when we found her, I didn't want her. I was scared to death of her because of all of the rumors, all of the things. I had small children. Um, I only kept her out of my righteous. I mean, you all see it. I've admitted to it. I get fueled. I get fiery, and I called SPCA and was like, "Hey, we found this dog. Nobody has claimed her. Can you, how long will it take you to find her a home? Because if it's going to take you more than, 2 weeks, I'll go ahead and put an ad in the paper and I'll interview people myself, because I will not just hand a dog over. I know that people are nefarious, and
Mhm.
I love my animals, so I was like, no, I'll interview people. We've did it before when we had to rehome one dog that we didn't want to, that the Lord blessed. I will tell you that. Um, we put an ad out. We actually went and interviewed families, took him over to these different places, and then we talked. My husband and I talked about it, and we're like, nope, I don't have a good feeling on this. Nope, I didn't have a good feeling on that. There was one family that we went into. I walked in the door, and I told the Lord, I'm like, you've got to give me a sign if these are the people or not, because we're getting this process. We're rejecting everyone because we really don't want to give this dog away. You got to tell me if these people are it. I walk through the door, and there is scripture on the wall. This
Boom.
family served the Lord. And I looked at my husband and I said, this is where he needs to be. They had 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls. This dog went from being home alone in the daytime to having 4 children to protect. He went to baseball practice with the oldest. He went running track with the dog, the second child, which was a girl. He would run with her on her when she would go running on her own as protection. He would go with the little one to soccer practice. He would go with the other one to football practice. This dog suddenly had a schedule. I called to check on him, and the mother tells me he's sitting in Bible study right now. And my husband looks at me shocked and goes, "Oh my gosh, Satan is in Bible study." And because this dog, the reason we had to rehome him is he didn't want to be home alone. So he literally ripped the crown molding off the door because he
Ooh.
didn't like being alone. And
Hmm.
because he would get destructive because
Yeah.
he didn't want to be alone. So
Separation
that was my
anxiety. Yes.
husband's joke. I did not call this dog that, but that's exactly what it was. So the Lord found this dog this home, but let me tell you how great our Lord is. My husband has had that dog from the time he was born. He bought him because he was a purebred boxer, um, and we're gonna have a baby, and there was just no way I could juggle a work and my baby and my daughter and all of this with the dog because nobody was home at times, and it was not fair to the dog. He was a good boy and he deserved more. So when we entertained this idea, it broke our hearts, but we did this for him. And God not only settled my heart that he went to not just a good family, but he went to go care for children, older children that absolutely adored him. And I couldn't have asked for more. But not even a year later, several months later, I get a call from the family telling me that um, they found the dog has cancer and that
Oh,
they were doing everything they could. They put him through chemo and everything to try to save his life. And then they call back 2 days before Christmas and crying and saying it was too much. He started having seizures and they had to put him down. And they tried to have the vet wait so that my husband could so that they could tell my husband and we could go down there and um, be with them. But it was just happening too fast.
yeah.
And my
Yeah.
husband, this man who was a Marine for 10 years, who was a cop for most his life, Mr. Macho himself, broke. I mean, the man
I bet.
broke and was just so I know that the Lord put him there, put the dog there for him to be cared for and loved, but had
Mm.
to take him away from my husband because he was going to die. it took it took 5 years after this before my husband would ever consider getting another dog. And when he finally did, I did not say no, because at the time he was looking into this new dog that we got. Um, it, my youngest really wanted a dog, so when we found this other dog, her name was Kona. Um, she and all of his dogs start with a K name. That was my husband's thing. I continued it. I picked Hawaiian names for our new dogs, but we kept that little thing going so my husband could have a little memory of his dog that passed away. And he was so happy when that dog came home, just to have another dog. That we started having family walks, family trips to the dog park. I mean, I started seeing him come back, and he would look at her, and it would be like, well, we need to feed her right. We need to do this, for her right. And I was so surprised. I was so touched at how he sort of came out of his shell just because my youngest wanted a dog, and he really wanted a dog too. So when he found Kona and brought her home, we already had a dog at home. And but he was, he left it up to me. He's like, well, I don't really want to have a pit bull around our children. And so, we start looking into it. I call the SPCA and ask them, how long will it take you to find this baby a home? Because if you can't do it realistically, I'll get a head start on it. And they told me that if I brought her in, that they would kill her that day. They would euthanize her that day. And that set me off so bad. It was not, my reaction was not Christian. I told them exactly where they could stuff themselves. And I said, that's it. I'm keeping this dog. And I took her straight to the vet and told the vet, here's what's going on. I don't know if this dog has had shots or anything, but I'm keeping her now. And I'm like, I was honest with him, told him I'm very concerned about my children. And so they gave her a very thorough examination, more than they would just a dog coming in for immunizations would. And he came back to me and said, he goes, I want to thank you, first of all, for even for protecting this dog, because this dog is 3 months old. And we're going to give her all they gave a full examination. So, temperature taking in places that are not comfortable. They poked her, prodded her, cut her nails. And then when they gave her the immunizations, after her whole reaction, he came back and he said, this is a good dog. She didn't whine, she didn't cry, she didn't growl, she didn't nothing. She was obedient to everything that they said. And, he said, this is going to be a good dog for you. And at first, when she was in our home, I let her, she was the kids. My other dog was thrilled to peaches that there was somebody to play with. They would run circle laps around the backyard, just happy to have somebody else to play with. This dog would tear apart stuffed animals that the kids would give to her that they would win at, carnival places. And my backyard at one point looked like heaven. It looked like a cloud. Everything back there it was all white and fluffy. It was hysterical. This dog was hysterical. When our dog that we had passed away, and I only had her left, I sort of bonded with her more. The kids were older; they weren't spending time with her, and so she was kind of mine. And I love it because my husband would try to tickle my feet, and I'm very ticklish. So she started protecting me from him. She actually nipped him, even though he was her alpha. She nipped him because he tried to touch my feet. And I loved it that this dog was just so protective of me. And she developed breast cancer, which if you do not, I did not know this, that if you do not fixing your animals is more than just about letting them have babies. I did not know this at the time. So I took her in. She had radical mastectomy. They fixed her. They removed a lot because it was systemic. It was everywhere. The vet did tell me that we could do chemo. That there was aggressive measures that could have been taken, but my heart just said, I don't want to make her sick as a dog, and then have her die anyway. So I opted to have the surgery done, knowing that all I was doing was buying her time, because the Lord knew that I could not. I don't deal well with traumatic endings to animals' lives. So it bought her several months. And I'm probably the only one in the world that's going to tell you I'm so happy for COVID because I spent her last 2 months with her on my lap every single day, napping with me, staying with me, and I got to be there when she moved, when she crossed that rainbow bridge. And the Lord
Mm.
was just so good because I was not ready to let this dog go. My son that passed away, she used to love him, and letting her go felt like letting him go all over again.
Mm.
But I'm ridiculous like this with any animal though, so don't mistake that. I love my animals as much as I love my children. But the Lord took this traumatic thing that I've been through over and over again, and her passing, I hired a mobile hospice vet to come and put her down in the backyard on the grass under the bright blue sky with the birds chirping, and it was probably the most beautiful passing I've ever seen for an animal. And it could have been something that just completely leveled my heart, but the Lord made it so that it was something that I could accept. I told God, please let me get some beautiful pictures of her before she goes. And I got actually a really great shot of her in the sunshine, smiling. And, so I had lots of pictures.
Mhm.
But while this was happening, my husband knows me, and he started looking for a replacement dog. And that's when he found this one. And she was a puppy, and he was alarmed because the people who were advertising it was like, okay, the puppies will be here until this day. Any puppy left behind is going to be taken to the pound.
Mm.
And so we went, and we agreed that we would take whatever dog was left, and we would find them homes. These dogs were 6 weeks, 1 day old. And
Oh.
if you wonder why, it's because at 6 weeks they can be vaccinated, and they were vaccinated the day before. And the lady was like, "I'm done. I'm not." And she was breeding dogs to sell. And
Oh.
it was like it was nothing done with compassion or love. It made me
That's
very
just
upset.
funny.
But by the time we got there, she was the only one left. She was the runt of the litter. Yeah, she was the runt, and my husband, Mr. Macho, melted like a butter stick in the sunshine, and looked at her and in 2 seconds and said, "We'll take her." And we brought her home, and she has been our baby because she was so young, she imprinted on us. She should not have been taken. I never let my animals that I've ever raised leave before 12 weeks.
Mhm. Right.
And this one was half that time. So
Right.
it was very hard to raise her. I've never had to do so much for a dog. And she's a ridiculous marshmallow. And I love her for it. She also protects my feet. She but she doesn't when she knows to guard me, she will. But most of the time if I squeak or if I yell or if I say help, she runs to me first to see if I'm okay before
Yep.
she'll go check on the person who's attacking my feet. She has also bit my husband for touching me.
Oh. Yeah,
Um,
true. She's protective.
and not aggressively, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Just a little
Yeah, just
nip.
very protective. It is. Oh yeah, she like gave him a blood blister on his arm. It was just her front teeth because and that's the most painful part when they pinch, right? But he is her alpha. She will belly up for him. She absolutely loves him. He comes home and she waits for him to pull the blanket up on him, for her nails, and then she just like flops down on his chest. It's adorable. But she is very much like my baby. She follows me into the bathroom and has to stand guard. If I go take a bath, she will come in and out checking on me. Sometimes she'll stay in there with me. If I go into the kitchen to go make tea or something, she'll come with me. She does not like being alone because she was born in February of 2020. So she's known nothing but us being home. So if we go home this weekend, I'll be happy because anytime I have to work outside of the house, I've got to find a place for her to be. And unfortunately, there are some not nice people in the world.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Mhm.
but God has so generously taken care of me, not just with to have a dog for company, but he knows my heart. and they
Mhm.
knows the way that I react. This dog, I believe, I will testify before all of you. I believe that God created this little girl just for me and just for this time that I am in. And I am so grateful because she fulfills not just the fact that, I need a dog, but she's been basically my replacement child for the child that I lost.
Yeah, right.
So, and that's
Got a cat problem.
look. Oh,
Look at the
I
cat.
love he's so cute. Is it a boy or girl?
It's a girl.
That is a
Name's Nova.
Pretty.
beautiful cat. She is Jehovah. That is so cute. I'm ridiculous. My cats I have snowshoes, and they are named Bear, Leo, and Tigger.
No.
I got lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
Well, I'm going to give you something to laugh at. I was
That is a
watching
gorgeous
here.
cat.
Cindy
Thank you.
just had radiation. Okay. She had to drink some radiation stuff. Okay. And she's like, I got all this radiation stuff in me, and I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. And she started singing This Little Light of Mine. I'm like, you are just a nutty, cuckoo, crazy girl. I swear. She's just bonkers. I had
She's
that problem.
adorable. She is absolutely adorable.
The cat.
Oh,
or Cindy.
thanks.
I don't know.
No, Cindy. Cindy's wonderful. I see a couple of comments in here. I went back on my comments. I'm saying Deidre says pitties are she's here. Let me show you. Pitties are one of the most best dogs ever.
It depends
They are
on
the blue nose pit that I had was a love bug. It's how you raise them. It's absolutely how you raise them.
It's the people that raise them. If you raise a pit bull in a very bad way, which I know someone did, then they will turn on you. They will be mean. But if you treat them with love and care, they will be the sweetest little big babies you've ever had. Trust me, I've had one that treated his dog like crap, and so the dog treated everybody else like crap. And I had a friend of mine, she had her, it was her baby, no matter, didn't matter. She says, this is my baby, and there's no such thing as a bad pit bull. It's just a bad owner. So.
Exactly.
Hey guys, I gotta get going.
Raised all of our.
Yeah, I've got to go put in a washing machine.
See you later, Scott.
All right, you guys take care.
Thanks for coming on.
Have a great day.
Oh, well, good luck with
no
that.
Problem. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun. All right, guys. Peace.
Bye. Okay.
That's a hard thing having to put in a brand new washer.
Did you know there's a new volcano that's going off? A new one. Another one that just happened. It's happening now. Let me look. Stupid commercials. It's Fuego volcano eruption. Whatever, Fuego. Here, I'm going to bring it up here. It's another volcano that just came up. You've got to see this. I mean, don't worry about my thing, but
I hope everyone sees my tag and now says, I see it. It's loading.
Look at that. It's
Guatemala.
there. You see all this
wow.
See all this,
it's steam and the heat.
This is the smoke from it. You can't see because of the smoke from the volcano.
Wow.
They said it just started. So it's like 574,000 subscribers to this channel. I love this channel. It's Afar TV. But it's in Guatemala.
Yeah.
So that's another one. I'm going to take it off. That's another one.
That is beautiful. And that has some the those volcanoes there, those are some serious ones because it's not just hot magma that comes out. It's hot ash and hot rock. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like Pompeii, where there's
Oh,
more
yeah.
than one threat, and it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I'd be more scared of that volcano than I am the five that I grew up with. You know,
Right.
it's a hard thing. You know,
Yeah.
that
Well, that Kilauea, the
but just,
Kilauea one
all of
has
this,
slowed down to nothing now. So you were right. It slowed down to nothing.
it happens. Yeah. That's why they call it episodes. When it
Mhm.
erupts, that they go from the time it breaks the surface until it stops erupting. So if it's just steam, they'll say that the episode has ended. But it's only because it constantly erupts.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm waiting for Yellowstone too, old man Gib. I am waiting for Yellowstone to go off. The moment it goes off, we're gone. Period. No matter what. But yeah, I've just been going through a lot of stuff lately. As in, God is he's so good. I'll say it that way. He's so good because I had heart problems before I came on. I was in pain. I was suffering. And I was like, can I do this show? And God says, I'll get you through it. Don't worry. Relax. Take some pills. You'll be fine. And now I've got to, you know, go through all my mess. But I have no more pills. We are living without pills. Why? Because I want to, not because I have to. So the only things I got is aspirin and magnesium.
I know.
That's it.
I know. I've stopped taking some things too, just because it, for the last year, because I've really felt that this is it. This is something we're
This is
out of
it.
here.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, there's no other way." This is probably the first uh uh fall and winter that I've been through that I have not had to take medication. I mean, here we're at spring, and I'm already needing Benadryl because it's it is going to be 90 degrees here in 7 days. Well, actually, in like 5 days. I think it says Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In my town, it is going to be 90 degrees in March, and currently it is 67. It is insane. So the spring is about to ignite this weekend. So
It
I'm really
sounds like
praying we're
yours
gone
is like
because I am
mine.
not going to be able to survive.
Yours is like mine. Ours is like this. We start off cold, then we have like 2 weeks of spring, and then we're right into summer. We don't even see spring. We just say hello
This
and
has never
goodbye.
happened though before. We don't get 90-degree weather until late May.
That's
And
why
this
Jesus
is this
came.
is, towards the end of March.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
That's because Jesus is coming back. Look at all the weather, the volcanoes, the
I think
earthquakes, the
well,
storms. We're
we
just going home.
we have all said several we have all said several times that um that uh we know something's strange is going to happen.
Yep.
We know something's up,
It's
and
in our
here we
spirit.
are. Like we've all agreed that it's going to be, yes, like we all feel it, but it was going to be a culmination of other watchmen bringing things up. We've got,
Yeah.
Brother John, Brother Ronnie, Brother Mike, Repo Man, like Brother Brett is coming up with really good things too.
Yep.
He's also very intelligent and very, very sensitive in the spirit, which I absolutely adore. But there's all these things coming from different directions that are
Yeah, it's all
pointing to
commanded.
this time.
It's kind of
And
like you're
it is,
sitting in the middle of a hole. You're sitting in the middle of a hole, and you're watching everything around you. You have the war, you've got the earthquakes, you got the volcanoes, you got everything. You're sitting there in the middle of this big, huge field, and everything around you is going off. And you're like, okay, so slowly, all this stuff is coming slowly into you. And soon enough, Jesus will take you right out just before the big bang. You know what I mean? You'd be like, whoa, and up we go. And it's just going to be crazy, though, because I had a whole bunch of watchmen say the same thing. First, we get changed, and some of them said, we'll probably stay here for a little bit before we go up, because it says you'll change in a twinkling of an eye, but it doesn't say that you go up in a twinkling of an eye. And I'm like, what? I don't want to stay here anymore than I have to. I want to go home. I want to go see my cats. I want to go see my dogs. I want to go see my elephants. I want to go see I want to see all my friends. I want to see my Lord. I just want to go. And I was like, don't say that. Don't say that. We will change and then we have to stay here longer. I'm like, no.
I don't know though. Like I honestly I feel something, and I am very sensitive in the spirit.
Ooh, what's this? What
I'm not saying I'm so let's take a look. So this is where we are today. Okay. Here's the 21st.
Right.
This is the day that Brother Ronnie and Brother John believe that the seals are going to open.
Right.
Then St. Patrick's Day is supposed to be the head of the year. And we've got 3 days. Well, technically not 3 days. The Repo Man theorizes that it's 84 hours. Do you see where we are today? I think this is our last weekend. Like, I really do.
Yeah, me too. I really feel like we're not going to be here any longer. I think we're done. Yeah, and everybody wants to be done, and Jesus wants us to. So, yeah, I think you're right on that one. I really think we need to go home. And I mean, now. I mean, now. But there's been a lot of people that are saying, no, you still got to wait for this and this. I'm like, where are you getting this from? Don't you do that to me. I want to go home. I was praying today. Here's the thing. You got to hear it. I had to go to Best Buy. Just be with me for a minute. My son needed his controller changed because it was broken. Best Buy moved out of one place and went all the way to another area, another county for another. And I'm like, oh dear, here we go. I said, I don't even know how to get there. It's like all twists and turns and all kinds of crazy stuff. But I said to the Lord, I asked a lot of people this morning when we were in prayer meeting with Derek, I said, please pray for me, because even though I have my phone that helps me navigate, I'm dyslexic. So if you tell me go left, I'm going to go right, and I'm driving. I'm like, Lord, help me find this place, because I'm going to be lost. And he goes, and I heard the Spirit say in my ear, you're going to think it's so easy. You go there every day if you want to. And zoom, zoom, zoom. And there I was. I'm like, that was so quick. That was fast. That was God. So imagine this. If I'm going this quick and going, to this place, and it didn't take long. It used to take me 10 minutes. Now it takes me 23 minutes to get there. It's a little bit longer, but I can find it. And this is a person's dyslexic. So if you tell me go left, I'm going to go right. But I follow the directions. And luckily my son was in there. And it's like, right, Mom, right. I'm like, I know, I heard her. And luckily I could see the line. I'm watching the line. Give me a break. And he's like, left. I'm like, stop it. I was like getting mad. I'm like, can you imagine? I'm calling my son a jackass for doing that. I'm like, now, stop it. Enough. I'm following. Leave me alone. It was just, I was laughing so hard. I almost cried when I got, when we got it all done. He's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, I'm dyslexic, but there's the blue line I'm following on my phone. You keep telling me to do this and do that. And he goes, because you're dyslexic and you'll get lost. Like, oh, give me a break. He's just, sometimes he does drive me nuts, but I love him. Don't get me wrong. I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing.
That's crazy. You know, I'm here. Hear me?
I hear you. I just want to make sure you were there. I was listening. You were listening. God is listening. Everybody else, these poor people are suffering. They're listening. I'm trying to see where you got Cindy. Cindy said something about twinkling of an eye, and I can't find it. You had it. I can't find it. I've lost my.
It's way back there because somebody asked how fast is a twinkling of an eye, and
it's like a blink.
So she actually gave an answer.
Yeah, it's like a blink. You just blink, blink, done. Yeah, thank you. She said it again.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
We're all waiting. You know, this is why I put this sign up. Jesus is, you can't see him, but Jesus is coming. He is coming. He's going to come get us. We're going to get out of here. We're not going to have any health problems. Cindy's radiation is going to be gone, so you're not going to light up anymore for that reason. You're going to light up for something else. So we're going to be, you know, it's going to go so fast. I can't wait. I'm just, think about walking on air. How about that? That'll blow your mind. Walking on air. But I'm trying to find out where Bubba is.
I
don't know. He's probably still doing his stuff. What's up?
John Trzak, Watchman John Trzak passed away.
No way.
I know him from Facebook. Yeah, 2 days ago, Brother Chooch posted it. You got to be kidding me! Wow. Like we are at
just
the door.
About ready. I know we're just about ready to go home.
Brother Paul. Does anybody watch Brother Paul?
Here's Cindy
Watchman End Times Daily Bible.
Cindy says yes. About a week ago, he passed on. Oh wow, a week ago.
Wow, Brother Paul from Watchman End Times Daily Bible. He put out a video 3 hours ago that says, "Huge news! The Antichrist was just announced."
Yes, I saw that. I was like, really? Oh yeah, I saw that.
I love Brother Paul. Brother Paul,
he's a trip.
I tell him I prayed for him
when he had that flu.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I prayed for him and his family. I said, I know you're going to get through this. So, you know, he had the flu, but he's better. He's getting better, I should say. And I saw that. If you, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind me getting the video up because I always talk to him all the time. If I can find it. If I could find it. Hold on, I'll find it. Okay. I don't know what that's all about, but let me bring it up. I know it going here because I was watching it this morning. And where'd you go? Right, there it is. Hold on.
I'm still here.
Hold on. I got him. I'm sure he won't mind. He's one of us.
My friends, I've got a huge Mahdi or Antichrist news. Iran's new leader believes he was prophesied to pave the way for him or the Mahdi. Now, their Mahdi is just like the Antichrist of the rest of religions. He has a
That's him. That's Brother Paul. So this is like my current view of YouTube, which we're here, and here's Ruben Man's video put out an hour ago. And, check him out, Brother Paul. He's pretty amazing. This man
Yeah,
loves the Lord. If you need prayer, go put it in his comments. He prays for everybody.
yeah,
And I think that
everybody.
it is the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah. You want me to finish it? You want to just?
There's been so many. Huh?
Do you want me to finish?
You want
the
me to play
video?
it?
I stopped playing it. I was playing it. Didn't you hear it?
I did. I wanted to show Repo Man's. I kind of wish we could watch Repo Man's. I want to see what he's got going on.
I'll take mine off. But now that you know, this is what he
He
believes.
is,
I'm not saying
yeah.
it is. Okay. You got him. And there is another. I forgot what his name was. That they're saying that he's in charge of Iran, but
Page
he never stood himself up. And he's the only thing they've ever got from him was a written piece of paper. And I'm like, what's that going to do? Not seeing the video. Only saw 2 seconds. Really?
Piece of paper for who?
For my Iran has a new leader, but he won't.
The son, yeah, and he might already be gone.
Okay, so you got that up. The one I was, yeah.
New
Go ahead,
leader
you do that.
Believes he was prophesied to pave the way for him or the Mahdi. Now, their Mahdi is just like the Antichrist of the rest of religions. He has a grotesque. He has one eye, and he has a grotesque of huge swollen head on one side, like he survived a deadly head wound, and he matches the description of the Antichrist already. And I've always believed they're one and the same, and I'm convinced of that. And this is what's going down on this. This is pretty cool. Experts warn Iran's new leader is obsessed with the end times and believes himself to be the prophesied figure paving the way for the Mahdi or Antichrist. Mojtaba Khomeini, the former Ayatollah Khomeini's son, and supporters believe he is the Khorasani who is tasked with conquering Jerusalem and Mecca. Good luck with that. With Jerusalem, anyways. Mecca, I'm not worried about that. With Khojabi Khomeini, the Iranian regime elevated a dangerous ideologue who is obsessed with the end times and even believes he's the prophesied figure playing a key role in bringing about the return of the Mahdi, according to several experts. This isn't particularly surprising, considering that Iran is a theocracy in which the mosque is the state. The Quran provides constitutional logic, and eschatology shapes foreign policy. So this guy believes that that's who he is. And the word is he's supposed to have been wounded already. He's supposed to be wounded already in the attack. One of the attacks, the endless attacks that Israel and the U.S. is putting on Iran right now. He hasn't been showing his face. But yeah, this is very, very interesting stuff. And they've been looking for their Mahdi, who's the Antichrist.
Wow. 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 Wow.
There you go.
Did you hear what I just heard?
Yes. I saw it. I saw it 3 or 4 times.
He's already been wounded?
Yeah.
People, we are out of here. Oh
now
my
she gets
goodness. This is great. This is crazy. I am so freaking happy right now. I cannot tell you all. Oh my gosh.
Like, babe,
This has to be the best day ever. Who said that about me? No, like okay, so Steven's not here, so I'm gonna say it. There is nothing going on. What are you guys talking about? It's all good. Like it's all gonna be okay. Um,
Well,
see if I go to
Barry,
my
you
if I
played
click go to
last
my
show.
channel, it wants to send me to a web page. Why can't I just go from here? I'm on my I'm on my stupid little well, I shouldn't say that. This thing is it's cute. I have a little Chromebook and I got it so that it's just a small one. It's like 12 inches. But the really like the great part about it is that uh I can take it anywhere. It's small, it's compact, but it's perfect for being on lives while I can still have my computer, for work and what it
I
is I'm
mean, do you
doing.
want me to bring
I
it
mean, I
up?
have a work computer now, but my
The
personal
the
computer,
video. You
I'm
want me to
I'm
bring up
I'm
the
fixing it
video?
over here.
Oh, okay.
I'm fixing it on my side.
Okay.
No, I'm working on it on my side. They the thing that I think is just incredible is like we knew where we were looking for signs and everything, but I never thought we would ever hear that. That has got to be the best thing I've ever heard in
Yeah.
my life.
I saw it this morning. I'm like, well, it's about time. Now let's go home. Let's go home. We'll just skip
Yep.
over all the
I'm
other
good.
stuff.
We can go
Go
now.
home.
Well, but now if that's true though, if that is true that he has already uh been hurt, because so I wasn't totally paying attention because they had what Iran like had a leader, we killed him. We had a leader, we killed him. We had a leader, we killed him. And so they said like that we've got a new one. It's the son of the last one. And I thought, okay, cool. We'll see how long this one takes. And the uh, the next thing that happened uh, was that like that's all I heard. I didn't think he would be anything would happen between now and then.
Everybody's saying it's not him, but Sir Edward wants us to replay it so he can hear it a little bit more specific. Do you want me to replay it, or do you want to do it?
Okay.
It's only 3 minutes.
If you have it pulled up, yeah, if you have it pulled up, you can go ahead and play it.
Nah, no problem. This
I'm not
time I'll
used to
make
the
sure you
settings
see
of
it.
this little Chromebook. There's things are in places that, yeah.
Oh, I
I
put it
just like
away.
this little
Hold
thing
on.
because it lets me put my full picture up instead of just the little small one that is there if you don't want to be on camera.
Where did I put it? It's here. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Before I even start, this time I'm going to make sure y'all can see it. I'm going to share the screen. And make sure it's over there. Then you can see it. Okay, you can see it. Y'all ready? Where all my comments go? My comments went away.
Hit it.
Oh, well. Okay, ready?
Hey, greetings, my friends. I've got huge Mahdi or Antichrist news. Iran's new leader believes he was prophesied to pave the way for him or the Mahdi. Now, their Mahdi is just like the Antichrist of the rest of religions. He has a grotesque, he has one eye, he has a grotesque of huge swollen head on one side, like he survived a deadly head wound. And he matches the description of the Antichrist already. And I've always believed they're one and the same, and I'm convinced of that. And this is what's going down on this. This is pretty cool. Experts warn Iran's new leader is obsessed with the end times and believes himself to be the prophesied figure paving the way for the Mahdi or Antichrist. Mojtaba Khomeini, the former Ayatollah Khomeini's son, and supporters believe he is the Khorasani who is tasked with conquering Jerusalem and Mecca. Good luck with that. With Jerusalem, anyways, Mecca. The Iranian regime elevated a dangerous ideologue who is obsessed with the end times and even believes he's the prophesied figure playing a key role in bringing about the return of the Mahdi, according to several experts. This isn't particularly surprising considering that Iran is a theocracy in which the mosque is the state. The Quran provides constitutional logic, and eschatology shapes foreign policy. So this guy believes that that's who he is. And the word is he's supposed to have been wounded already. He's supposed to be wounded already in the attack. One of the attacks, the endless attacks that Israel and the U.S. is putting on Iran right now. He hasn't been showing his face. But yeah, this is very, very interesting stuff. And they've been looking for their Mahdi, who's the Antichrist, for a long time. Israel's been looking for their Messiah, who is, again, is not Jesus. They will find the true Messiah, Jesus, after the third of the Jews who are hidden in the cleft of the rock, I think in the massive cave complex in Petra-Jordan, as I've said many times, they will find eventually at the end of the Great Tribulation, the second half of the trib, that Jesus is in fact their Lord and Savior. But the Messiah they're looking for is going to trick them and actually be the Antichrist, and they'll be fooled, but they will find out in the end. And the Bible's open, my friends, for everybody to be able to read. There's no hiding in the Bible. All you have to do is open it, read it. I always have some naysayer come by and try to tell me otherwise, but the Bible is very clear. Open it up. If you don't know what's going on, get you a concordance. Just look online and find an online concordance and go ahead and research scripture to whatever topic you're looking for. It'll show you exactly what's going on. We are living in the final moments of the final days. It's all happening so fast. And the end is here, my friends. We are in the last moment before the imminent rapture. Psalm 83 war, Gog-Magog war, Isaiah 17 prophecy, all the building of the third temple, and the signing of the 7-year treaty that allows the temple to be rebuilt. It's all happening so fast, right in front of our very eyes. Most can't see it, but strangely enough, most of the world actually understand that time is getting short for the world as it is, and they're seeing something strange going on. And it's sad that many non-Christians know more than Christians do themselves. Keep staying in God's word, stay in prayer, witness and pray for the lost night and day. Keep your lamps filled with oil, which is
okay. Well, he's just going to pray now, but there you go.
Wow.
If it can be, let's just
First of
play
all,
with it.
I'm going to find a way to. I'm going to make a video on Sunday Lily for saying that. I got to figure something out. I have to think about something.
Oh, you're in trouble now. But let's play with this for a moment. Say it is the Antichrist, so to speak. He thinks he is. How about that? He thinks he is, and he wants to be part of Bible prophecy for a reason. Well, actually, two. One, it could be because he wants to get noticed, and he wants everybody to be on his side. Or two, could he be the real one? We don't know. We don't know if we see him or not. I don't remember seeing it in the Bible where it says we get raptured before we see the son of perdition, the man. And remember, he's the man of sin first before he's the Antichrist. The Antichrist comes in 3.5 years after. So if he says he's the Antichrist, I'm really going towards not. Because he's saying that he is, and he would have to be the son of perdition, the man of sin, son of perdition. Means man of sin comes first, and then the son of perdition. So, is he? We don't know. But we're just, let him think what he wants to think. But right now, we know we're going home because every watchman has said, it's any day now. It's not any year. It's not any month. It's any day. And what are you laughing about, little one?
Yeah. Because somebody did. I was looking, because it's hard to watch the comments. I'm trying to watch my work laptop, my phone, and my, this. So it's whenever somebody else is talking, I go back through and I look at the other. What is said in the chat to keep up with the chat. And so I saw this first, right? John was laughing and I'm like, okay, what's John laughing at? And then I looked up and somebody had put, where is it? And I was like, okay, well, what made her say that? And then so I look up and then I see this. She's like, what? What did you do? It makes me think of the Minions, that they go, what? Sure. But like, I have not been able to like, I hardly have
Launch
time
anything.
lately to even sit in. Oh God, yeah, not at all. You guys are hysterical. You guys are killing me.
And the reason why, okay,
I haven't been able to see it like
Sunday said that you were being deceived, and then you said no, I'm not, I'm just and then she's like, oh boy, and then you said, oh, I'm gonna make a song. She's like, am I in trouble for saying that? No, you're never in trouble. The only time you are in trouble is
no, I'm just never.
She's just busting you. She's playful. So and knowing her, she'll make a song.
I am very playful.
I would love to see you make a song about the leaders that are going on with Trump and Iran's leader and
Love Trump.
All the leaders put together.
I don't know,
throwing something like food or something at themselves, at each other, and a food fight type of thing. I would love to see that.
Oh my gosh, having a fight.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
that would be hysterical. I have to work on that. I wanted to show this group because you guys make me laugh so much, and yes, I am ridiculous in everything that I do. I am very playful. I am very literal. I am very sarcastic, tongue-in-cheek. The Lord has broken a mold when He made me because I'm just utterly absurd. This is my very first video. There's a video before this that balance on brother on him, but the song wasn't great. I just did it because I was like, I have all of these video, these images that I created when I didn't know what I was doing, and I was trying to make this. What can I do with it? So I made a song, and I wasn't crazy about it, but I love this song. I think it's hysterical, and I think the video is hysterical, and I wanted you guys to see just how absurd I really am.
Well, let's see it whenever it starts, if it does. Oh, that's it.
Gives the mission order over the comm. Team, move now and take Mike's lair. The secret broadcast caves our prize. Move fast, stay sharp, no compromise. They and Bri are on a secret mission. They are dressed in black, pure stealth edition. Their hearts are on fire, their spirits are bright. They are hidden carriers of the light of Christ. Carefully they pick the lock and then duck and roll. Their goal is to mess with Mike's controls. Mike's laptop glows with settings bright. Time to twist the controls tonight. Glitter bombs roll through the cave. Rainbow storms break like a wave. Mike's poor controls can't take no more. The broadcast cave has a glitter floor. Alan watches from mission control, grinning wide as the chaos rolls. Team complete, prepare for phase 2. Like the broadcast war has just begun for you. Mike hears a commotion and comes running fast. He skids on glitter, falling with a crash. He stares around, confused and dazed. The cave's awash in sparkling haze. Audio's down, the mic's on mute. The camera zoomed in way too cute. Echoes maxed, the colors clash. Mike's broadcast just got hacked. Mike logs in. What the hey? Why's my screen in shades of gray? Brian Bay just hide and grin as Mike hits the reboot again. They glide like whispers through the night, covered in glitter, oh so bright. One wrong move could spark alarm, but Bay and Bri escaped all harm. So if Mike's stream is upside down, or his voice sounds like a clown, you'll know who's to blame today. Brian Bay have had their way, and Bri slipped into the dark. Mission complete, they left their mark. Mike's cave was first, but who comes next? Chris? Tom? Lisa? Maybe someone you'd never expect. Mission complete, agents! Broadcast cave has been compromised. Return to base for cookies. Mission complete, agents. Broadcast cave has been compromised. Return to base for cookies.
Really? By the way, everybody, the redhead is Bay, and she looks just like that.
I absolutely love that song. The video is obviously like it kept going.
Oops.
Yes,
What?
I do. I look exactly like that.
Yes, you do.
I don't know what else I would look like, but it was hard. That was my very first video, and as you can see, the reason back when I was doing them, it couldn't make the characters consistent. And it was frustrating me, and I didn't know what to do. And I had spent so much money on creating it. And then I was like, you know what? After a while, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to Mod these together. I'm going to Mod Podge them together. I'm just going to stuff them together and just make something out of it, because it was it was just to make everybody laugh. You know, it's for everybody to have a giggle, and there's no reason not to. I mean, you know, I went from that to Cupcake Wars. You know,
Yeah.
so which I would like to. Now I've got a time limit. Like I've literally got 3 days, maybe 2 if I want people to actually watch it, to do another Cupcake War before. Oh my gosh, I should do a Cupcake War where we all attack Willie. Oh my gosh, that would be hysterical.
That would be funny. You can do that. He can't say zip. He won't know it's him.
If I
Throw those
I will
cupcakes.
I will call him Willie. Willie's a generic name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he deserves it. You know, it was a frustrating thing. But I'm not going to let him. I'm not giving him more time in my day.
Yeah, there you go.
But it would be fun to do. I wanted to do one more Cupcake Wars. Now that we've got more people on the scene, you know, that was back when I did that when it was before Steven was really active. And you know, now he's this, and isn't it funny just how the Lord is just pulling people out of their little comfortable chairs and saying, okay, hey, let's all go, you know, let's go see how this is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just like you got something to say, let's go. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm super excited right now. There's got to be a way though that we could fix where we could find this out. Like, I don't even know where to go to search for information on this Mahadi
Bubba.
guy, or however you pronounce that.
Go to Bubba. He's
my is Bubba there?
Well,
okay. Well, then he needs to hurry up and get over here. I have questions now.
Yeah, well, trying to get a hold of him, and it's like pulling teeth out of a lion's mouth. Ever pulled teeth out of a lion's mouth? I said, okay, everyone is waiting for you. Still on.
I am not a lion dentist.
You don't want to be. That's how I know all about cats, because I watched enough cats.
Well, I mean, he might. I think the heart. Yeah, you know, there's so much going on. Wow. I mean, I was happy with my little theory lining up with 2 Watchmen, and now to see this, like this is more than I ever could have dreamed, which means I need to hurry up and release my song.
Yes. I
have a praise and worship song. Let me see if I can play it for you, because I made this song and I sent it over to Derek for him and Linda to listen to, and I normally you all see it. I just put my songs out there. If you think I'm ridiculous, I'm ridiculous. It's fine. A lot of the stuff that I do is, you know, to make you laugh. But I have this serious praise and worship song that
hold on.
I absolutely.
Wait. Didn't you say Repo Man made something? It says Iran's nuke test could be an 84-hour
He
warning.
just came out with a new.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that's what I read.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yes, and 84 hours takes us right to the 16th.
Hold on. I'm going to give you a little bit more time, but remember, I got to get off in a little bit so I can make it just short. But since I'm right there, I'm sure he won't mind me doing this for a minute.
I can make shorts from it too, if you need. No, go ahead. I want to go ahead.
YouTube,
It's, most of my stuff is like 3 minutes.
Wife had her surgery yesterday. Everything is going well. They put 2 pins in her hand, one here and one down here. And of course, I had to take care of her for the past since the surgery because she's in a little bit of pain. And most of the responses I got was, Tick, she's going to bite me. Go on, Tick. Go on. No, go on. Tick. She pins her ears back. I know I'm in
Tick,
trouble.
that is Tick, the timeline tabby.
The responses were,
he
why she
actually
get her nails
attacks
done?
Mike
She wasn't
during
getting
his
her nails
broadcast.
done. What they were doing was removing that acrylic nail and the paint and everything. So when the doctors were doing the
Well,
surgery,
just
they could see
move it
if
up.
her fingernails would turn purple.
'Cause it's
So
like
that
an
was
hour and 40
important
minutes.
that she why he needed to realign spring. On Nissan 1, Tishri 1 had already happened. The new year wasn't going to begin until Tishri 1 year later. But 6 months later, God said, this is now the head of your year. Why he did it, I don't know. Was it because of Joshua's long day? Was it because it made things fit, which it did? Or was it because during the flood something happened to turn spring into summer?
What happened?
Oh, it switched me. I didn't touch anything.
What the heck? Oh, and it just blew me off. Whatever you did, you screwed me up.
I don't know what happened. I didn't. Well, let me do this, and then we can.
You
we
must
can
have
get
put
off.
this up by accident.
Jesus, I'm here. I'm yours. When my heart is tired from carrying the weight, when my mind is loud and my breath won't stay, I don't have to prove I'm strong or brave. I just come to you, the one who saves. You are kinder than my fear. You are closer than my shame. And every time I whisper Jesus, heaven answers with your name. So here I am, no hiding, no defense, only child in your presence. Jesus, I adore you. I love you more than words can say. I lay my life before you. All I am, I give away at your feet. King of the universe, my soul comes home, my heart is yours. Jesus, I surrender. Jesus, I surrender. You don't flinch at all the pieces of my heart. You don't turn away when I fall apart. You lift my face, you call me by my name. And you remind me I was bought by grace. I'm not here for what you give, I'm here for who you are. the Holy One, the risen Son, my morning star. Holy Spirit, I need you like breath in these lungs. Come and fill the empty spaces where my strength is gone. Jesus, I adore you. I love you more than words can say. I lay my life before you. All I am, I give away at your feet. King of the universe, my soul comes home, my heart is yours. Jesus, I surrender. Jesus, I surrender. Holy Spirit, come. I can't do this without you. Teach my heart to trust. Teach my hands to let go. Take my thoughts, take my plans, take my past, take my worries, take my need to understand. I'm safe inside your love. And if all I have is tears, you still receive my praise. Here's my hallelujah from the deepest place. Jesus, I adore you. I love you more than words can say. I lay my life before you. All I am, I give away at your feet. King of the universe, my soul comes home, my heart is yours. Jesus, I surrender. Jesus, I surrender. Jesus, I surrender. Jesus, I surrender. I'm yours, I'm yours. Holy Spirit, help me stay. I'm yours, I'm yours. Lead me to the feet of the King. I love you, Jesus. I need you, Holy Spirit. You are everything to me.
Yep, you got everybody loving and crying. Look at that. They all loved it. And you stole my cookies.
I don't know what to do to put it out. I don't know what happened, because you can set something up to present and you don't press the button, and I was nowhere near the button. I was nowhere near it. I was just setting it up.
I thought it was funny. I was just
But you
laughing.
see
like,
why that has
what
to be
happened
out
to my
there.
cookies? That was my cookies. You stole
The problem
my
is we don't
cookie.
get to do this enough. Like, we really should be doing this once a day.
Yeah, I know,
But
right?
we like, and it's like you save it up for 1 day a week, and then it's like, wait, like, hold on, like, there's so much I need to tell you that has happened.
Yeah.
But this has been a song that I wrote because of how I felt. You know, that I just, when I was at my weariest and when I was at my worst, I would tell God, I just need to be at your feet. Like, can I just lay here at the foot of your throne? Like, you don't have to pay attention to me. I like, I'll lay down in the back. I need to be near you. I can't do this without you. I can't function if I'm not close to you. And when I started writing it, and I realized, like, there's a song that Francesca Botticelli wrote about the Holy Spirit, and it's powerful because it puts the faith into the atmosphere. which just opens the door for the Holy Spirit to come and fill in. And so I was like, I want something that says that, come Holy Spirit, like I need you. I need you more than I need air in my lungs. I need you. I cannot do this world without you. And I've been holding on to this song for I don't know, at least 2 months now, because I don't know how to do a video for this. And then just today, I saw this, little somebody had made it's from AI with just, girls in pretty dresses. It's a girl thing. And I thought, what if I just put that on loop while I play it and just do like a live and show it? And then at least the song is out there for the tribulation saints to listen to, and it would just be out there. But it's just a song that it's my cry to him. It is me on my knees weeping, just begging not to be away from him. When I first started seeking out the Lord by myself, I was actually 13. I was going to Bible studies without my mom, without my grandmother, all on my own with some friends that lived near my grandmother. And I went to these youth groups, and there was a song that they sang, and I'm sure everybody here knows it. It was David's "Create in Me a Clean Heart, O God." And I went home, and I was crying in my room in my grandmother's house, with just as beautiful as that song, it was. Like, it just said everything that I wanted to say, create in me a clean heart, like, take not thy Holy Spirit from me, and that was just, it completely tugged my heartstrings. And so when I was doing this, it's a little longer than my normal songs, but I felt like it wasn't complete until it had all of it in there, because I've tried to do a few I wanted to do a clip of it or a piece of it for like the beginning of the show, but then I thought, okay, well, the show's kind of wacky, zany, us being so excited that we're talking over we're talking over each other because we're so excited, but there's also a very real internet lag between everyone.
Yeah, I'll say
so
something.
There's things that we can't control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
it's just the way the internet works. And
are you gonna be there tomorrow?
I'm gonna try.
Well, tomorrow we're doing lions and penguins. It's at 1:00. So if you even just come in somewhere in there, I don't know if Stephen will be coming on. I don't know if Scott will come on.
I can do that.
If they don't come on, that's no problem, because we're going to be talking about lions and penguins. And we're also going to talk about, you're not going to like this, people, but I just came up with it. We're going to be talking about the ice wall. And that will throw you for a loop. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting to think Game of Thrones. They had a big ice wall.
Yeah, but this is different. This is really.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I told you they all love it. So we're going to be talking about the ice wall. And don't say there's no such thing as an ice wall. I saw it.
So I have a lot of, I've been trying to stay off of Facebook, but Facebook used to lead me in a lot of bad directions.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of, oh, hey, let me look at this, let me go through this. And then come to find out it's somebody made it up. And it frustrates me so bad, because it's like,
when they do
I'm falling for it because I desperately want it to be true.
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference between some of these AIs. See, some of mine, like in the one that I just played for Repo Man, that was very early. That was about a year ago. And you can see the difference, right? Some of the characters had 3 fingers. Some, like, you could see that there was problem, and you can even see it now. The one I made about Derek and the cows, the AI did not know what to do when I told it that the cows have cell phones. So the cows have 4 feet on the ground and then 2 arms.
When
and at first I was like,
I was like,
I thought it was. I was.
That was fun. Then I saw the 4 legs and the arms come out.
If you're not paying attention,
6-armed cow. I'm like, how did she do that?
Yes.
It
and
was funny. I was laughing so hard.
you know, it's the sweetest. I know, and the problem is these are so expensive to make that I was like, I already ran Derek's twice because I really wanted to make it. I really wanted to make sure the humor was there, right? Because it's
Yeah.
already absurd that
It
the
was
cows
so
have cell
funny.
phones. But now the cows not only have cell phones, they have a YouTube page. They're posting videos about Derek, and then they're actually having conversations in the comments about
Yeah.
Derek, right? Where California cows are totally roasting him, like, you know, they're sipping oat lattes and in their California sun, and the Texas cows they're like completely unimpressed. Like, you know, just take the head off, dude. It's not bulletproof. You know, like I thought it was when I was writing it. Keep in mind, I'm like a kid when I'm doing this. I'm laughing to myself, and my husband's looking at me like he's asleep already. And I'm like, I'm listening to the versions as I'm mastering it and I'm remixing it. And he's like, "What the hell are you laughing about?" Cows.
You're gonna need to get out of that room and go to the other room. He's such a goof. All right.
Oh my god! So if you've ever seen the movie Twister,
Yeah.
the movie Twister has that the cows flying by. It's like, I gotta
Yeah, I
go. We
saw
got
the cows.
cows.
Oh, there's a cow. That's another cow. No, it's the same cow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep, that's it.
We're going to stop here, ladies and gentlemen, because number one, I can
We got
hear
less than
myself
3 minutes.
her. I'm backlagging, and yeah, I can hear me. I hear me right there. And number two, I want to try and make shorts. I always make shorts so that it will go out to other people, because I have more people than I thought I had. But so that way everybody can see what we're all giggling about. So I always try and end it just before we're about ready to get off. Anything you got, and please make it short.
I'm good. I love you all. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow, or hopefully see you tonight at Bible study.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got Bible study later. And at 5 o'clock, I think it's Michael. I'm not sure. At 5 o'clock, there's somebody on at 5 o'clock.
Does it start at 4:30?
No, it's
Is it
7:40
in
for
the Zoom
Derek.
room? What time do we go?
Zoom room is 5:30.
7:40 is when
the when his video comes
okay,
out.
so that should be okay. I'll try to be. And y'all didn't show up. We were like trying to freak him out. Y'all didn't
Yeah,
show
we're
up.
out.
You guys got to join us.
He did get a little freaked.
But
and
I will
baked
see everybody
on.
in Bible study tonight.
Anyways, Barb, wait a second. What you got? You do have a few seconds. Give me what?
2 minutes. We got 2
Don't be
minutes.
late. You got not even 2 minutes. All right. I don't know what she's writing. She's typing something. You're getting down to the wire, sweetheart. I'm trying my hardest because I need to get this
You're
out.
gonna have to. There's
There
a
is
show
a
coming
show
out
coming-
on March 22nd. Women in the Bible. I don't think we're gonna be here for that.
I don't think we're going to be here for that.
I don't think we're gonna be here for that.
But if we're here, we'll go. But
I do not. I think we're gonna be gone.
I really
Yes.
do too. Okay, everyone. Take care. Love you. Enjoy yourselves.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.